Welcome back, guys. It is MLG Pro Scrims. We got Optic going up against Envy, the notorious battle, the rivalry coming together. Fresh rosters, amazing games. It's all tied up 3-3, and we're going into game number 7. Hardpoint on Hijacked. And Revan, let's get this one started. Now, this game type, kind of controversial right now with the bottom hill being so powerful. The first team to lock it down can hold it for a full 60 seconds. So we'll be looking for the Envy setup as well as the Optic setup. And if either team has a take-back strategy, we haven't seen a successful one yet.
Yeah, it's really tough, especially if the other team decides to use shotguns, overkill. It can make it, just near impossible to break the hill. But we'll see. We definitely know that teams have been practicing this map a lot. And here we go, we're starting on board with the Ginger Ninja himself, Scumpy. We'll see what he can do.
Scump on your screen. He's pushed up here in the hut. He's going up against Rambo to start this one off. He's going to get kills, getting hit markers as he turns through the wall as well. Gotta like the call-outs, reacting to those. As you can see it, blindly shooting, and he's doing damage. Nade shot still in the hill, but let's stay on board with Scump, and it looks like he gets spawned in the back of the boat. Does Optic have control of that spawn, or is that just luck?
Yeah, it looks like they had control. They flipped it off the start. Now, initially, they spawned on the complete other side of the map, which, of course, is not the best spawn you want, especially for the next hill. It's going to be in the workout room, and that's also a really important hill to control. As long as you get the spawns, you should be able to get a good, 40, maybe even 50 seconds if you're lucky on that hill. But it all depends on how you set up and anchor the spawns. And Scump doing work right there. He's on a 2-kill streak while his teammates regain control of the hill, and they're going to be looking to push back as Envy has reflipped the spawns. So that's Scumpy. He's going to push him through. I would like to see him go up top bedroom, try to pick off the anchor of the Envy squad, and then have his teammates work from there. But it looks like they're already pushing there, and they might be anchoring it here.
Looks like there are anchors, and Envy is getting the spawn in the back. Scump looking upstairs, didn't see anyone. Has to be careful, though. Just spotted one player in the battle now. Dodges the shot he shot, earns himself a 100 killer through the concussion, but he had to give up the capture point, and he is finally going to get knifed by Proofy, who is on a 4-kill spree. Let's stay on board with Proofy, as we are seeing Envy come right back after locking down the back of the boat spawns. They have total control, and they have just tied up the score, 24-25, almost tying it up.
Yeah, right around now, we're going to see players start to rotate underground. It's not going to be worth for Envy to keep pushing this hill. They might just send one player to contest and just, keep the pressure on. But nice job there from Proofy. Takes out Big T. Can't pick up the second, but Stainville's there with the help. And now we're on board with Merc. He has a shotgun in hand, and he's going to be watching the lasers. Sees one to his left, misses the first shot, and JCap capitalizes on that. Looks like initial control might go to Envious.
Merc now switching back to the MSC, had his Remington out, so no shoddy action here for Merc as they're going to try and retake the bottom hill. It looks like JCap's still going to be set up, 3 members in there. Let's take our screen to JCap. He was watching the front door. Proofy backing him up. Proofy almost going down to those shots as well. And I'm very curious to hear or to see if any players are rocking FMJ. Revan, we were talking a little bit before tonight's matches, and you were telling me about how important the FMJ can be because you're able to shoot through that intro door.
Yeah, players will make classes specifically for this bottom hill. That's how important it is. And they've been doing a great job controlling it. They had the lead here by 3 points, but Optic, they were able to make a push. They killed the players. What Envy did wrong there is that they didn't have their shotguns watching the workout door. Usually you want your shotgun on the left side and your SMG at the middle lane here where Proofy's looking, but they had it reversed, and they just had, I don't want to say a bad setup because it's still pretty effective. They got some good time out of it, but it could have been more effective as they could have got, maybe 40 or 50 seconds out of that. But they're just going to rotate to the kitchen hill and try to set up around this.
As you can see, you got Nade shot. He was milking that bottom hill, gives Optic the lead 64-45 as it is rotating. Great shots by Proofy on his teammate Stainville. Is a nice reaction time. But anyway, that's going to give his team a slight disadvantage, but it doesn't seem to be a big deal as you have Proofy up here by the dining room table. Stainville is going to be back in the kitchen after respawning, and they have this map locked down. Who's pushed up here for Envy? In the past, we've seen once they have total lockdown control of this hill that they like to send someone up through the right side.
Yeah, it looks like there's Rambo helping out. I think he's actually up top on the balcony, helping control middle map, but Optic flipped the spawns, and I think Envy, they want to keep it like this. They want Optic spawning back there. Nice underkiller there by Proofy, taking out big time in the top out. But you want Envy spawning back there at this point. You're going to have better spawns for the middle hill, and you could easily contest near the piano room and the dining room. There's just so much air, so much surface area to cover down there. I don't like this play by Proofy pushing here because there we go, he gets taken out. you know, you want to just contain Optic in the back there, keep him as far away from the middle hill as possible, and maybe you'll get, you know, initial control. But it looks like Merc was able to make a few kills there, and now Optic, they have control. And look at Nadeshot. He has some score streaks to work with.
Mr. Score Streaks, Nadeshot on your screen. He's been doing a lot of the objective work. He is the hill milker while they send out Merc and Scump to get the new hill. Big Timer will be the anchor for the squad in this game type. Nadeshot, his objective, stand in this circle and just pick up as much time as possible. It was 70 to 70 when this new hill moved. Now 77 to 96. Great job by Optic to pick up clutch time on a very difficult hill to hold.
Yeah, now, once again, Optic right here, they just want to make sure they keep the spawns. You know, if they can contest the middle hill for, you know, 20 seconds, that's awesome. If they could even get some time on it, it's even better. But the main focus here, anchor the spawns, make sure you're always spawning in the work outside of the map, and just try to contest the hill, send, you know, one, if not two players at most to try to push that hill.
All right, we got Nadeshot still on your screen. He's skipping around a little bit due to the tough internet connection, but we're going to go to his teammate Merc instead. Looks like Rambo, though, on a bit of a run here for Envious. We'll be switching to him in a minute, but first, let's take a look at the scoreboard as the game is at the halfway point. 20 and 15 for Nadeshot, 20 and 18 is Scump, 17-17 Merc, and Big Timer, he's going -5. Struggling a little bit. The player to watch, though, from Envy is 24 and 19, Mr. Proofy. We'll jump back on board with him in a minute. And right now, though, we do have Merc pushing to the front of the boat. What's up here?
Well, he's just trying to get underground. You know, we saw this from Envy the other time. It was, you know, just a flipped rotation. It was Envy pushing down low. And, you know, they got to spawn out at the kitchen. Not worth to keep pushing workout. But Envy, they already had players down there. They're starting to pick up the kills. We're watching Stainville here. He gets taken out, so Optic, really good job by them. But Rambo, he has a shotgun out. He can flip this. He has 100 kills as well to call in. There's that player on the left. That's Nadeshot. And it's going to be so tough for them to try to break this setup by Optic.
Is it worth trying to use the 100 killer on offense on this map?
Okay. It is. Try to pick up the player near the mid lane here. Is going to use it. I think
it's still flying. Gets
he picked
one.
up a kill, but... You know, he wanted to pick up the kill much earlier in its fight cycle. He picked up I think it picked up the player like at that back kitchen balcony or the back kitchen railing, and he wanted to pick up the player at the middle alley.
Well, here we go. Look at that. Envy broke this setup momentarily for Optic, but Big Timer and Scump able to hold it down, coming off a respawn, immediately dropping in there. All players contesting, and here is Rambo going huge. Got 3 before finally dying. He is going to be cleaned up, spawning at the front of the boat. He'll be able to drop down, but more importantly, they're going to be set up for this new dining room hill if they're able to continue to contest and just keep Optic from scoring. I think that's their goal right now.
Envy, they're doing a great job at contesting here. You know, off the start there, they lost initial control. They had a good setup there, but Optic, they wound up breaking it. And then Envy from there, they're like, you know, let's make 1 or 2 pushes here. And on that second push, they were able to break it. They even managed to get some time out of that, which is really great for Envy. And now they're going to have kitchen control here. They're only down by 20 seconds, so this is still a very close game. You know, luckily enough, we didn't see underground hill become that much of a factor on this game.
As we take a look at the mini-map, you can just see it is chaos. Optic spawning in the front of the boat. Envy spawning in the middle. They're going to have to try and challenge through that front door. Contention in the hill momentarily. Proofy on a 2-kill spree before he's able to get going, really. And I guess we haven't seen anything really more than 6 so far in terms of score streaks, and that was all from Nadeshot down in that bottom middle hill.
Yeah, you know, of course he got the kills while he was inside the hill, so he got that score multiplier. And that just goes to show that these teams, their heads up. They're like, hey, you know, Nadeshot's on a bit of a streak here. Nice job there from Jacob breaking the hill. His team's going to get some control here. But Optic, with the spawns in the back, they're going to have easy entry point back in. Scumpy actually team killed Nadeshot there, so let's see if Jacob can make a play happen. Merc came down from up top. The hill is about to rotate, and Envy, they need at least 30 seconds on this hill. They're going to have the better spawns for the workout hill, and that's going to be the last hill of the game. Whoever wins the workout hill will win the game. Scumpy, wow.
There is Scumpy's lightning strike. Gets 3 players. We're going to take our screen to him as Optic is still up 162 to 128. I was expecting Envy to make a comeback and tie up the score at any point, but they weren't able to break Optic's setup in that dining room. And now you're going to see Optic feeling pretty confident with 76 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, 30-second game as well. Envy right now, they're on the hill. Scumpy trying to get them off. He's up top Admiral. Oh, wow, he got taken out while he was calling the Hellstorm, I believe.
He can try again, though, right?
Yeah, he has another shot at it, but I don't think he might now. His team, they were able to break the setup. Now they're on the hill. They're getting some good time, but it's all going to come down to his workout hill. Now Merc going huge. picking up 3 kills while being on that hard point, picking up some Skype time for his team here. Scumpy, you know, there's one player over near this ladder here. It looks like JCap's trying to flip here. And Scumpy able to take him out, but now we see initial control going to Envious, but Optic. Oh, actually,
oh, no.
I think they flipped the spawns.
Oh no, that was amazing play from Proofy and the rest of Envy, picking off 3 players all at once, flipping the spawns as they were pushed up far enough. They have score streaks now to protect. 27 seconds left on the clock. They're down by 15. Can they make the comeback and win this hard point?
Now it's only a 5-second game. He's calling the Hellstorm. He sees him come through the front. Can he pick up the kills? Picks up 1. He might get challenged here. They're 1 point away from taking the lead here. It looks like JCap pushes in, though. They're trying to get these last few kills. They have the lead. So little time left on the clock now. 6, 5. That's going to be it. Mathematically impossible. Wow, what a game from Envious right there.
Envy going huge, ladies and gents. Check this out in the final kill cam. This one is just bonus. You can know they're already celebrating in their chat. That's an upside down kill. Here it is one more time. Rambo pushing in after they got the back of the boat spawns, able to flip it and take advantage of the gym. They are going to take the win. 44-32 from Proofy, 34-43 from Stainville. But Proofy, 43 kills, not a bad game, man.
He was also the playmaker there. If you are watching the minimap and watching Proofy's screen, he made those initial kills to try to flip the spawns, get in the back of the boat, and give his team the better spawns, and he won them the game right there. You know, flipping the spawns, getting the better spawns for that workout hill.
Well, there you see it, guys. Envy now goes up. They're going to be up 4-3 after 7 games. Their first lead in map count so far tonight. They got to be celebrating after that hard-fought, hard-point win. Revan, we just got a few maps left, and we'll be back with game number 8 after this commercial break.